Welcome everybody. In today's video, we're gonna talk about something super important. So if you're watching this video, you probably have a girlfriend and you still seek out women. And this will probably make you feel ashamed or not comfortable in your own skin. And in this video, what we're gonna talk about is how to cure this problem. So first thing first that I want you to understand is it's not a problem just like what other people is telling you on social media, such as no, but bro, you're a pussy, why would you do this, you're cheating and so on. Yes, if you talk logically and so on, it's not that you're cheating. That's not how you should perceive it. You should perceive it as something that you use it as a coping mechanism. Okay, so the reason why you seek other women either on websites or in real life, it's because you are simply not connected with yourself. Okay, so it's not that your girlfriend is the problem, it's that you are simply not connected with yourself on a deeper level. And this can be because of all of the pornographic videos they've been consuming throughout all of those years. And the more you're gonna keep watching those type of sexual content, the easier for you to build a parasympathetic nervous system, or your nervous system basically will be easily compatible with those type of sexual videos. The reason why is because your brain will always adapt to the things that you do on a daily basis. So if you are watching pornography on a daily basis, or most of the times, right, what's gonna happen is your brain gonna easily rewire to it. And if you can rewire your brain to it, that means you can rewire your brain to not do it anymore, which is doable. And a lot of people did this as well. So it's not that it's a big problem. It's just that because you do it since you are not simply connected with yourself. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want you to understand. It's very easy, very straightforward. Okay, so it's not that you are the problem, it's just that because there is something deeply in you that will not make you connected with yourself. And if you're not connected with yourself, what's gonna happen obviously it's that you cannot basically have a good relationship with another woman. Okay, and the longer you will keep doing the same thing, which means keep watching those type of sexual content, the easier for you to stay addicted, because it's super easy to stay addicted if you watch those type of sexual content. What you can do instead is stop watching those type of sexual content. And how can you do this? Okay, I'm not gonna just say just stop, like come on bro, like just stop. No, it's way deeper than this. How can you stop? First thing first, try to regulate your dopamine receptors, or your dopamine system, or your D2 dopamine receptors. Okay, it's called the D2 dopamine receptors. What you can do this, how can you do this actually, right? So the only thing they have to do is you need to feel more bored. Okay, I really cannot emphasize this enough. You need to be bored. Okay, for example, I will give you like a very quick little example so you guys can understand. Let's say when you go to the bathroom and you do your things, such as taking a pooping or something, right? What you can do is do not take your phone with you. Okay, try to minimize the amount of intake of your phone when you are currently doing something that you shouldn't supposed to do it, because once again you are going to overstimulate your brain, and the more you're going to keep overstimulating your brain, the easier for you to go and seek more dopamine, which means more pleasure. Okay, so what you can do as well is, if you're showering, don't take your phone with you. If you're pooping, don't take your shower with you. Don't take your phone with you, sorry. If you're going to the gym, don't listen to music. Yeah, it's hard, but it's gonna motivate me and so on. Yes, I understand, right? But what you can do is give it a try. Okay, so what you can do is, when you're gonna go to the gym, don't do any music or something like this. Just simply go lift. If you lift heavy weights, you can do this. Okay, but always make sure that when you are doing something, don't try to stimulate your brain with it. Don't do two tasks at the same time, because if you keep doing so, what's gonna happen is you're just basically overstimulating your brain. And the best thing you can do is to start to vibrate on a higher frequency. And how can you do this? By simply being bored. And that's why cats and dogs, they just sit there in their corner and they're chilling and they feel good. And why is that? Because their vibrations is very high and they easily get stimulated, because their dopamine receptors is very small. Okay, well, not small, but their baseline is very small compared to a human, because we're constantly overstimulated and bombarded with all of those dopamine that every single time you have to scroll, you have to do something at the same time. So yeah, definitely makes sense. What you can do instead is do the opposite. You should always be repulsive. What you can do is just basically do this thing called dopamine detox. Okay, or try to minimize the amount of dopamine that you do on a daily basis. Okay, and I promise you, if you do this for the first week, you will see a big improvement. I really cannot emphasize it enough. It's really down to your dopamine, to your nervous system. It's not that you are the problem, you are cheating. It's because of your identity or no. It's not your identity, it's not beliefs. If we're talking neurobiologically, it's because of your dopamine. Okay, because neurobiology will never lie to you. Okay, it's physics. You know, your body will never lie to you as well. If you have a cancer, prostate cancer, or let's say a lung cancer, if you don't go to the hospital, right? What's gonna happen is you're gonna probably die. Okay? Do you want to die? No. So instead, you should listen to your body or your intuition, or whatever you want to call it, right? Those small little messages that you get from your body. For example, if you're about to eat like a food or something, you kind of get like this intuition. You start to think, maybe this is not a food that I can eat because probably gonna make me throw up or something. This is a type of thing that you can do, if that makes sense. Okay? It's kind of like something like this. Okay? So understand that the problem is the dopamine. That's the first problem ever. It's the dopamine. The second thing that you can do is start to improve your emotions. Why is that? Because if you've been consuming those type of sexual content, or you've been lusting a lot of times knowing that you have a girlfriend and you generally want to be loyal, okay? Understand, here's what I want you to do as well. Understand that when you watch those type of sexual content and so on, and you keep lusting, you are taking off the human emotions, such as empathy, okay? And I'm talking from my own experience and from everyone else, okay? It's the same thing. That's why you can easily get stimulated by watching those type of bad videos, such as gore, such as serial killer series, and then violence and so on, okay? So is this something bad? Well, not really, but if you keep watching those type of sexual content, it's gonna desensitize, okay, your brain, which means if you see something, you're basically not gonna feel emotions. It's kind of like you are a robot with no emotions, And if you don't have emotions, I promise you, it's gonna be hard, okay? You can be stoic, but at least have some sort of emotional connection towards your partner, and this will make the relationship way better, okay? So that's the second point. Is basically when you're gonna stop watching those type of sexual content, what you can do is start to improve your empathy, okay? Because if you keep watching those type of content, since you've been watching it for all of those years, okay, or maybe a couple months for you, understand that it's gonna take your emotions. You're no longer gonna feel a human. So what you can do once again is try to work on your emotions, okay? And how can you do this? By basically let go your ego, and desensitize your brain. And that's what you're gonna do. So the first step is, once again, desensitize your dopamine receptors. And when you're gonna do this, for you, it's easy to get overstimulated by small things, basically, okay? It can be just sometimes sitting on a chair, and you're gonna stay stimulated. You're literally gonna get stimulated just by looking around and looking at the nature. Maybe if you're in a cafeteria, in a public cafeteria, you can see cars going or passing by. You can see motorcycles or whatever. And just by doing so, you will produce dopamine. And it's a little bit the same thing with cats and dogs and so on. That's why most of the time they're just chilling, And when they play with the laser, or when you play with something, they just want to play with you. So when you're gonna do this, there's the only two things you have to do. When you're gonna do this, I promise you, and I guarantee you will see results, okay? Literally. And I have a partner, I've been with her for 3 years and a half, maybe something like this. The first year I was watching pornography. It makes me less empathic. I was very violent, and I was not really connected with myself on a deeper level, okay? So as soon as I stopped watching those type of sexual content, and I worked on my emotions, because I had avoided an attachment, I fix it. It's by basically letting go your ego and really give your emotions to this partner that you have. And that's basically all you have to do. It's really that easy, okay? But if you struggle with porn addiction and you generally want to quit as quick as possible, because what I've told you in this video, it might take some time, but if you want to quit it as quick as possible, the only thing they have to do is check the first link in the description and book your free discovery call. And then I will see how I can help you. But that's what I'm going to consider this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And remember that life is all about lessons. If you have any questions, let me know. I say that twice. I do care about you. Peace.